Alright, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be working on my power stroke again. So this truck already has airbags. I put those in a while ago, and when a company reached out to me and asked if I wanted an airbag controller, I'm like, of course. How could you say no to that? So this is a sponsored video. I'll tell you a little bit more about them later in the video. So I'll show you guys what exactly I'm going to be doing today. So, and yeah, I'm out in the driveway. The garage is kind of all over the place right now. We got so many projects going on right now that I'm in the driveway, but that's all right. It's a nice day today. So this is what I'm going to be installing into the truck. We got a little air pump. So we got a little air compressor, little air pump. This will go mount on the frame, and this will go inside the cab, so I can control how much pressure is in my airbags from inside the truck by a little switch here and a bleed valve here, so I can add pressure, take pressure away on the fly, which will be super nice, and I can keep track of, you know, how much pressure is it. So if I get a heavy load on my truck, I can just hold this switch down for a little bit and I'll be good to go. I don't have to get an external pump or air compressor out and fill up the bags anymore. It'll all just be controlled from inside the cab. Comes with a bunch of stuff. Not really sure what everything is, but it's got some kind of pressure switch, some wires, and mounting hardware and stuff like that. So everything in this kit looks super nice. You guys might recognize this company. This is maxpeedingrods. They sponsored me this product, so I'll tell you a little bit more about them later in the video and how you can get some discounts through them. But right now, I'm just going to start installing this thing and go from there. Alright, so I'm going to start off inside the truck and get this control box mounted. Put this out of the way. So I think I'm just going to put it right down here somewhere, like that. About right there, I think. Be easy to see. I think it'll be out of the way, everything like that. So, give you some screws. I'm just gonna get that screwed in. Ugh. It's a little bit cramped inside the truck here. Hoping I can just get these to go into the plastic without getting a drill or anything like that. Shouldn't be too hard. Just like that. Won't be able to see it. I can get to it pretty easily. It's out of the way. I think that'll be a good spot for it. So I already got the harness put onto the back of it. And so this wire needs to go to an auxiliary power somewhere. So let's find a place that has auxiliary power and hook this into it. Alright, so hopefully you can see that. Just testing. They do give you these little fuse adapters. I don't normally love using these, but it'll be alright. As you can see, there's already one in here for my gauge up here. So this fuse here, no power, turn the key on, gets power. So I'm gonna use that one. Alright, so now that I got that stuff ran, I can get this mounted to the frame rail down here. About right there, I think, is where I'm going to put it. right, now I'm gonna tee into the pump. Alright, and it's all installed. It might look a little challenging because of how dirty I am, but that's just because I worked on a old diesel truck. It's actually really easy to install, and as you can tell by the box of extra hose and wire, they give you plenty of extra. So this will work on any truck. You can route it however you want. You can mount the box wherever you want. They give you plenty to, you know, put it anywhere. It's super useful, or it's super user-friendly that way, because you're not stuck to one place where you have to put it and route it perfectly. They give you a lot of leeway, so you can kind of do it however you want. So when I hop into my truck here, I bled off the whole system to show you guys this. Put the key in, turn it on, and it kicks on. What that did right there is, let me get rid of the dinging. So that set it to a minimum setting. So with airbags, you always want a little bit of air in them. It helps them last longer and stuff like that. So that's the minimum setting. I set it to like 5 psi, 2 or 3, you know, around that area, just a couple of psi in there. Just so every time when you get in, it checks it, make sure it's at that pressure, and you're good to go. And then if you hook up a trailer, all I have to do is come down here, hold this switch, it'll inflate, and I can bleed it off using this, and it goes right back to that minimum pressure. So it's super cool. I don't have to worry about my airbags anymore. And when I'm towing, I can just add some pressure if I need to, take it away, all that sort of stuff. And then over here, this is where I would fill my airbags originally. I just hook up an air compressor right there and fill them up. That still works. So if I ever want to fill it up here or bleed some out or whatever, that's still an option as well. It's teed in so where I could fill it here or from the pump inside the truck. So kept both options just to have both, I guess. I don't know. All right, so that's all ready to go, as you guys saw. So next thing I'm gonna do is hook up to a trailer and see how it tows and see how it actually works in the real world. But this is a sponsored video by maxpeedingrods, and there will be a link in the description, and you can use discount code OWEN10 to get yourself 10% off of the sweet kit. They also have a lot of other stuff like turbos and cool stuff like that. So make sure you go check them out and make sure you use that discount code. So let's get over and hook up a trailer and see how this thing actually works. Alright, so obviously that's not how you load a trailer. That's way too far forward. But I had to pull it forward like that to get this to push some. So this is imitating, you know, I got something really heavy on the trailer and squishing down quite a bit. So now all I have to do is come into here, hold this button down for a little while. Now it's in a lot better position to be towing with this much weight. It'll be more stable, and just took a few seconds in the cab. It goes up pretty slow. I wouldn't say like super slow. It's still a lot faster than like me getting my own compressor, running the hose out to it. Way faster than that. So, but I'm gonna bleed off the air, and then you'll be able to see this go down, and you'll be able to see how much it's actually helping better. So. So now I'm going to load the Blazer properly and go tow it around and kind of show you from inside what it's like. Okay, so loaded up on the trailer, we're towing, everything's good. But when I tow my Blazer, I like to have, you know, 25 pounds of air in the bag. It's not a ton because it's not super heavy, but some. And before I'd have to fill that up before I left. But now I can just reach down here and kind of fill it up. Probably shouldn't do it while you're driving, but you can have your passenger do it. Just like that, I have 25 pounds of air in the bags, and I can monitor it. So, it's where I usually like to tow it. But let's say, you know, like, oh, that's too much air, it's super stiff. Just come down here, bleed some off, lighten it up a little bit, give you a little bit more cushion on your ride, and so this video isn't about the airbags themselves, but I'll tell you why you'd want airbags. For heavy loads, obviously it squishes down the back of your truck. This will bring it back up to level, makes it safer. You're riding level, more of your weight's kind of transferred to the front of your truck, so you can have steering. If you have a lot of weight back there and it's super raked back, you're gonna lose some weight in the front, and it'll make it a little bit more unsafe not having the front tires planted as much. Also, it just makes it a lot more stable. Like when I had the truck bed camper on here, it was super tall, wind would make it rock. With airbags, it stiffens it up so it doesn't rock as much. It makes it a lot more stable. And this kit from Max Speeding Rods just makes it a lot easier to run airbags, a lot easier to control them. Gets rid of all the hassle of an airbag system. So super happy with it, super easy to install, and like I said, it removes all the hassle. I'll be using my airbags a lot more. Sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I don't need them, and when I probably should use them. So now I can just not even think about it, load something up, be like, oh, it's squishing a little bit too much, put some more air in it, and go. So like I said before, there'll be a link in the description. These guys, they make some awesome products. I'm super happy with the build quality of everything, and the installation, super easy. I mean, as easy as it can possibly be. So make sure you go check them out. Use OWEN10 at discount and get yourself 10% off of some awesome products. So that's probably gonna be the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Just a quick little video on some awesome products. Stay tuned for the next one.